That's why I knew you were doing it.
My ego hurt.
Who are you talking to? We're restarting. I'm leaving all this in, actually. I'm telling you we're restarting, and then I'm just going to leave it all in.
Alright. Darcy and...
Hey, y'all!
No, I got a cough. I'm struggling. Hey, y'all! Miss... I don't either.
That was perfect. I was with you.
Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, y'all!
1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4?
Added a 4. It was the last minute decision.
All right, go.
1, 2. It's looking good.
Just do it the way you do it. I could time it.
Right. Hey, y'all. Miss y'all so much. And, I've been trying to...
We're back with another review, y'all.
No.
Season 4, episode 7.
No, wait, just
Hits and misses.
Just give me a second. Cran is up. You ready, Cran?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Cran to help me. Hey, y'all. Cran is...
The look on her face is like, what is going on?
I'm trying to get Cran to wave with me. She's waving a little.
Imagine just waking up and you're on a talk show. Whoa.
So today we're going to be reviewing season 4, episode 7 of Darcy and Stacey.
Yeah.
Is it 7 or yes, episode 7? And yeah, there was a decent amount of tea this episode. This episode was a little bit thick.
This episode was packed.
It was thick.
There was a ton of crap.
She was thick.
I think last episode had nothing, and this episode had like quadruple the crap that
they should have spread it out better.
Whatever.
They should have spread it out a little better.
It seems like they're coming up on the finale soon. It feels like.
I think so. Probably like 10 to maybe 12 episodes. I'm thinking like 10 episodes.
Yeah, because this is 7.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of stuff happening this episid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You want to get into it?
Yeah. So
do you need my notes?
Yeah.
Darcy.
Darcy and Darcy's doing yoga
in the park.
And she's trying to like align herself in terms of what she wants in the future. She's kind of going over her life a little bit.
She's doing that headstand she did. We watched the old episode. Remember she did?
Yeah.
It was during quarantine. They're all doing yoga outside, and she did a headstand.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, I can't believe my mom can do that. And then Florian did one, and he just flipped over and fell, but he doesn't care because Florian's so cool. He doesn't care about anything. You might not. I might have been watching it alone.
I mean, I watched it.
She should turn on like the 90 day where it's like follows all the way through 90 day, just one person.
Yeah.
And then she'll fall asleep, and then I'll stay up till 8 in the morning watching every single episode. That's why I know everything about Jenny and Sumit.
And then I'll wake up and he'll just like have these deep, like complicated views on their situations, and he'll start like armchair diagnosing Sumit.
Yeah.
Like. Yeah,
and you'll be like, I haven't watched that for 4 years, so I don't remember. But whatever, it's cool to catch up.
Yeah, it's cool to catch up.
So yeah, she's doing yoga and crap, and she does this headstand thing. It's not the first time she's done the headstand.
She's done it before.
Yeah,
and she looks like a little, like porcupine, like always.
Porcupine?
Yeah, that's the way to describe her look.
She does have I don't know, what gives you the quills?
Because it's like her hair is all like
her
puffed out that way, and it's like dark at the roots and then light, like porcupines, and they're just kind of looking like confused and kind of like
And what Darcy is letting us know is that she has been stressed out, bro. She's been going through it.
What?
You know why? Georgie's in town. Yeah, her life is flipped upside down.
This Jordan shit is dumb as fuck. But I'm into it though.
It's definitely like awesome because the way they been talking about Georgie, I thought he was just gone.
Yeah.
Like I thought he's like done with the show, not cool with anyone anymore.
Yeah.
Because you remember the
reunion?
The reunion.
That was rough.
He wouldn't come to the reunion, which I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
I think that's smart.
Yeah.
The reunions are truly like,
so
they might as well throw water balloons at them. You know, like they bring you out and they just like, hey, remember every embarrassing thing that happened this season? What were you thinking during that? Yeah.
And those reunions probably put people in therapy.
Yeah,
like
dude.
Those reunions could cause PTSD.
Yeah, they bring everyone you hate on,
and make you discuss your worst moments.
Yeah. Hey, remember these people we had issues with a long time ago? Remember they brought like Jesse out and they brought out Tom and like some other person that Tom's friends with.
Yeah.
They're all going to town and Darcy's just like making that face she makes when her world is crashing. Just like all the time. Anyway, yes, Darcy's got to de-stress with some yoga.
She's like, she kissed herself. She gives her heart a kiss.
Her heart.
She does
a little heart kiss. Kiss my own heart.
It's weird.
Yeah, it was strange.
It was weird.
I don't know if that's a yoga thing. I've never done yoga.
I have. That's not a yoga thing.
You just gotta get into
never done yoga?
You gotta get into the white people yoga. You kiss your own heart. No, I've never done yoga.
I didn't know yoga because I went to private school, so we had it in PE.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, bragging over here. Look out for Moneybags Neuron or private school.
No.
Moneybags Monopoly guy with the monocle.
No.
Ooh, Mr. Peanut, I've got a cane and a top hat.
Get rid of this man. What happened next?
Okay, yeah. So Florian had texted. Also, Florian wants. Also, she's saying like Florian wants me to meet up with Georgie.
Right.
Florian's hatching this whole plan, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So next thing happens. They're in here. You
oh. I'm doing the transitions. I just see you took the notes, so I'm kind of like, what happened?
Yeah, you don't know my notes.
Yeah, I don't know your notes. Let me look at them. All right, so next happens is Darcy and Stacey head to the studio to record their song for their new fashion line.
Yeah, dude.
Or whatever.
They're doing they got the deal with Kick-Ups.
Kit Kat shoes.
Kit Kat shoes. They're back with Kit Kat shoes.
Kit Kat clothes.
Yeah. They're back with Kit Kat shoes and they got their clothing line with a splash of color and pops of color. Shine bright like a diamond. Don't go tit for tat with me. All right. And
he's so stupid.
So
he has all the most generic one-liners they always do.
God. Yeah, and so they got to write a new song for that.
Mm-hmm. So they look up with their favorite producer. He did the last song, I believe.
Is it the same guy?
I think so.
Okay, yeah, I didn't realize it was the same guy.
Actually, maybe not. I don't know.
It might have been.
They just said that like he makes hits.
They knew that they could rely on him to make a hit.
And he low-key does not really fuck with them like that. Like, he low-key was kind of shitting on them.
I mean, the first thing he sees of them is... it seems like he's familiar with their work.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he seems like this is not going to be his best session of the day.
Yeah.
And Stacey shows up first, and Darcy shows up a little later, and she's pissed. Mm-hmm. She's not in the right headspace.
You know why?
Can you believe... We tell me that Florian was going to text me that? I guess she was mad at Stacey for not warning her that Florian was going to text her.
Yeah.
Also, it's
about Georgie
later it's revealed in the episode that she never texted Florian back. Like Florian says that at one point in the episode.
I didn't notice that.
So it's like, yeah, she's just mad about this text and whatever. They get in a little fight about it. Yeah.
But they can't put that energy. They can't have that negative energy in the booth.
The producer guys too, like, hey, we are renting this time. We gotta go. You guys need to shut up.
Exactly. So they get in there.
Because they are just going to write the whole song right there.
Yeah.
You think you're renting studio time, you already have the song ready.
But
that way, he just starts going through beats.
Yeah.
What do you think of this one? What do you think of this one? And they like every single beat. They're like, this one's, this one's good. He's like, hey, at least show you one more. And they turn on another one. And they like that too. Yeah. Do it. This is the one.
It's a hit.
Yeah, this guy's just like, you can see him planning his suicide in every moment of the scene.
To be Darcy and Stacey's producer is not what you slave at years as a producer trying to grind up the ladder for.
Yeah, this is hilarious. That's where you end up. You work your ass off every day to move up in the production company, so one day you could. To help a woman who had sex with a guy in another country and get out her own TV show from it. I mean...
Big goals.
Yeah.
Big goals.
Yeah, that could be your dreams. Right, whatever. You know what I'm saying.
But, so they do it. They first Stacey goes in the booth. And Darcy actually isn't popping like that.
She's doing a lot of takes.
Yeah, she's struggling a little bit. And
this kind of felt like a montage
Darcy
to me.
is loving it.
Yeah. This kind of felt like a montage to me, like they're showing the ups and downs of what it's like to record a song.
Yeah.
Because they're like, we can't stop. I love this beat. Handbags, respect, all the things that sisters love.
Handbags, respect.
Those two are actually in the song.
Really?
The last thing I made up, but those two things are the one details I vaguely remember. Yeah, it was like it was like get the car to pull up because it's about traveling and get my bags. Mm-hmm. Maybe they didn't say handbags, but it was some kind of bag line.
That's hilarious.
But not like rapper bag. Like, get my actual bags because we're gonna go. We're getting a flight.
Yeah.
Which is funny because they're this close to making a reference that would be in a song.
But that'll be in songs too, because it's like if you're flying, you're traveling, you're big time a lot. Like you're traveling a lot because you're big time.
That's what they're doing. They're big time. They're doing it big.
They're doing it big, and now they have this other whatever song.
Yeah. So then, but you're right. Then, they're showing the ups and downs. So at some point, who was it? Stacey's
in there.
Yeah.
And they're kind of coming down to her like, Stacey, you're not coming through with the energy, and you're not like delivering the line well. And
the producer's like, "Oh my God, you're screwing it all up. Take it again."
He was really annoying.
He was going in on her. Yeah.
And Darcy's just like,
Yeah, she literally goes, no. Well, if somebody did that to me, like while I'm in a high pressure situation, like trying to do a recording or like at work or something,
that's so terrible.
I don't know. I might like just like go postal. Like I might just blow up the building. Like, no. Have you heard that? Like
that is bad though.
Shouldn't that be permission that you could cut them on anywhere in their body you want? Like your choice. You get to cut them somewhere?
I think so.
I don't know. Anyway, so they do the song.
And
the producer at one point basically goes, they're not very good, but that's what technology's for.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, it was like, he doesn't really have anything good to say about them.
He's like, you know what? He does that. They do spin one thing he says into a positive thing. He goes, you can't tell them no. These girls they'll always do what they're set out to do. That's a weird compliment. You can't tell them no. That's also what they say about very bad people.
Yikes. But,
you don't call those kind of people perseverant. Anyway.
What we do know is Darcy and Stacey are going to make this song, and they get through it, I guess, and we'll hear it, I guess, fully later.
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be whenever they do the premiere of there's going to be an episode.
What was like the reunion?
The clothing
or something?
line.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they're going to have a party when they actually do the clothing thing.
How's it going to go, guys? It's going to be like, do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Don't you think they're gonna go on stage with microphones like in that other one?
Yeah, I'm just saying, how do you think the sound's gonna sound? I'm asking the audience.
How the song is gonna sound?
Yeah.
We kind of know.
How?
It's gonna sound like, we can't stop, don't you stop, respect, do it good. It's like that. That's like the rhythm, kind of.
Yeah.
I don't remember the words or nothing, but it's like.
Yeah.
And also the first line is the same as the last line. It's like. Do it big, we don't stop, da da da.
I couldn't really tell where they were going with the song when I heard it in a little bit.
No, yeah, they do it's a weird writing choice to me.
They always kind of sound like that's what I was saying, like how do you think it's gonna sound?
Do it big. They kind of sing that part. Whatever they say, it's like so big. Yeah. We can't stop. Maybe it's that, I don't know.
Oh yeah, I remember when Stacey was in the booth. She was like, she was trying to get it out.
She's doing the Britney Spears thing, like holding her ear.
Is that a Britney Spears thing?
I feel like she's the first person I ever saw do it. It's probably just a singer thing.
Yeah, they're just like.
I think they cup it so they hear their own voice more.
I think all the artists do it. I don't think it was Britney Spears first.
She's the first person I ever saw do it. That could be my bias. I've seen her do it. I've seen her do it the first time I ever noticed it. Mm. Who do you associate it with? I think it was Beethoven who did it first. He was like, huh?
I don't associate it with
Beethoven went deaf.
With LaToya.
LaToya Jackson? Did she do it? We just watched a documentary about LaToya
Honestly, I just want to quickly, if anyone wants to discuss LaToya Jackson, hit me up. Because I have been finding her interesting. Because I'm just like, what is this?
We talked about her. Am I not good enough?
No, you are. I'm saying, if you could just join.
You need more
to join, contribute to the conversation. Because it's like.
We need an ongoing conversation about LaToya Jackson.
Because
very pressing these days.
Her character.
When was the last time LaToya did anything? Is she still alive?
She did Masked Singer a couple of years ago, I think.
Oh, yeah, the Masked Singer. Okay.
She's still alive. Yeah, she's still alive. She's been through a lot. You guys know her best friend is Kathy Hilton? Is that really true?
I mean, according to the one episode of her old TV show we watched,
yeah,
her, Kathy Hilton, and Michael Jackson all had a pact to name their first child Paris.
Yeah, they did.
And that's why there's a Paris Hilton.
And a Paris Jackson.
Paris Jackson. And then LaToya didn't have any kids, so she named her dog Paris.
Yeah, sad.
Pretty cool. Anyway, they'd finish up in the studio, blah, blah, blah. Next, we come to these guys.
All right, Georgie and Florian. Oh, they go skiing.
Not skiing.
Oh, ice skiing, jet skiing.
Jet skiing, yeah.
Yes.
Which are like motorcycles on the water.
Yes.
If you don't know.
Florian is funny as hell in this scene.
Dude, this scene was, I honestly burst. I think you were getting mad at me because I was laughing so much. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
You're like, I'm trying to watch this.
Yeah, I was trying to, because I couldn't hear nothing.
I was laughing so loud.
Laughing so loud. I couldn't hear nothing.
But I couldn't help it because Florian literally goes, I know it's not good to ride the jet ski when you don't know how to swim, but I like to take risks in life. Imagine taking that risk. Like,
That's so dangerous.
To just ride a jet ski.
Not being able to swim.
Yeah. I know I'm blind, but I always wanted to try ride a motorcycle. Like, what are you doing? It's just so risky, but whatever. They just go jet skiing. We get a little bit of conversation about
Darcy's life and how Georgie feels about everything and how he wants to still be with.
Yeah, Georgie's trying to get her
Darcy, back, which is like
100%.
Why?
But Florian has actually turned. At first, I think he was trying to get them to reconnect.
Yeah.
But Florian now actually asked Georgie to promise.
Yeah.
Don't ask her to date. Don't talk about dating. Don't talk about her new guy.
Yeah.
Because Florian tells Georgie about how she's got a matchmaker.
Mm-hmm.
She's seeing this new guy who's rich, but that doesn't mean it doesn't mean he has a good heart. Florian says doesn't mean you have a good heart if you're just rich.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean that.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm actually missing something from the notes, but we'll get to it.
When does Florian say he has the phrase?
When does he say that? We kept saying that over and over again.
It was funny.
He has the frayed. What was he worried? Well, somebody was going to be...
Was it about the jet skis?
No. It was when he was talking to Stacey in a what do you call them? The confessional?
Mm.
It was a confessional when he's talking to Stacey and he said he has the frayed.
I don't know when that was, what it was.
Oh, I think it was about being manipulated, maybe?
Oh, yeah. Like, he's not afraid that Georgie will manipulate him.
Yeah, he has the frayed.
Because what can Florian even do for Georgie?
Or maybe he was talking about Americans or something. I can't remember. We'll have to look it up.
It's a nice phrase.
Yeah.
Not have the frayed.
No have the frayed. So they go jet skiing and it's a fun time, but there's a little bit of tension created by this because we're worried, is Georgie gonna... I think Florian even says in a confessional, in order for this to work, Georgie and Darcy have to like basically do some magical thing where they don't fight and they don't like Georgie doesn't bring up dating and Darcy doesn't do something to him,
right?
Which he basically is like, this will all work if an impossible situation happens.
Two people just don't be who they are.
Yeah,
who never do that.
If some magic prevents them from showing their true selves. Okay. Now Darcy's and Cicero. Darcy's preparing for the date.
Oh yeah, Darcy. Oh yeah, she's the date with Cicero too.
Yeah, this episode's crazy.
Jam packed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Darcy has a date with Cicero, and she's preparing for that. She's like getting her little, like crystal shirt on.
Yeah, she's wearing it's like a combination shirt and what did I call it?
chandelier.
Yeah, it's like a combination shirt chandelier outfit.
It is.
It's just some hanging jewels over her breasts.
Yeah. It's something, but it's not bad for
It's
Darcy.
more modest than she normally dresses.
And then she with a little jacket over it.
Yeah.
So it kind of, for Darcy.
She actually looked like respectable. She didn't look like she was trying to be young.
Sure.
Which is how she usually looks. She looks like she's kind of desperately.
She looked decent. For Darcy, she looked very good.
Yeah. So anyway, she goes and meets up with Cicero picks her up in the Lambo. I don't know anything about cars, but I guess it's a Lamborghini. I thought a Lamborghini was a car, but I guess it could be a truck too.
It is a car. He didn't have a Lamborghini.
But it was like a kind of like sport utility car.
I don't know. It was like a slow sports car, I thought.
When I picture a Lamborghini, I picture like you're basically like almost laying on the street, like it's so low to the ground, and like that looked like a car you could have like with your kids in it and stuff. You know what I mean? Like
it was more kind of a little bit low though.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. Whatever. It was not the. I'll show you what I'm talking about later. The Lamborghini is like a car, fancy car.
Yeah, I know, because it's like I know.
It's like a fast car, sports car.
I know.
Whatever. I don't even know about cars, so I don't know why I'm arguing. Like, neither of us know what we're talking about.
But he picks her up in his fucking car. Okay.
Yeah.
And
she's like impressed by it a lot.
She's really into it, and they're going to the little restaurant and
margaritas,
and the end of the date. How did the date go?
Okay. Does she cries?
She cried a little bit.
This is technically their first date because the last one got canceled. Remember?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
And she's just like, I feel like I wasted so much time. You're so good.
Yeah, she did cry a little bit saying that because she was saying that she wasted time on like people who were not like advancing with her and kept her stagnant.
Yeah, I don't really remember anything else. I think they're just complimenting each other.
Yeah, a little cute, like basic, nothing special stuff.
And then he wants to go on another date. He like ends it real fast.
And
she even comments that it was like
he ends things quick. I've been noticing that with him, like being like, "Oh, I can't come." And
he did also go unless you want to go with me.
Yeah,
he's like, "I gotta go hang out with my daughters unless you want to go with me." And she's like, "No."
And then he wanted to say he wanted to have a meeting with the daughters.
That's what I say. Yeah, the next thing he does is he says, "Let's have another date and we bring our daughters."
Yeah.
Which just sounds insane.
Yeah.
Also, how young are his daughters that he keeps on having to run off to take care of them?
Yeah, that's what I've been saying.
Also, he's so rich he can't afford a babysitter for a longer amount of time, or a second babysitter or something.
That's what I've been saying.
No, yeah, it's super suspicious, and we do get a preview at the end that things aren't going to go well with that.
That's what I've been saying. Because last time you're like, "Oh, give Cicero a chance."
I would just need to be patient before we know.
I already knew.
Cicero's a good guy.
He's fine. We don't even know him. Good guy. I don't know. I just know that like he's like a big question mark.
I honestly think he's like an actor. Like I think this is all fake, kind of.
Yeah,
it's just so weird how he like comes in and out. He's like way too nice. I feel like he's kind of out of her league in terms of at least like he's got his life together and he's like an adult personality. You know, like. I don't know how you would date Darcy if you didn't have some kind of arrested development like she does. Like you'd have to be like, I don't know. I couldn't imagine it.
Yeah, I don't.
You'd have to be like Florian to date one of them. You know?
Yikes.
Like basically like I don't know, like a Frankenstein type mentality, personality,
just trying to get better opportunities.
Yeah. If somebody was like, Florian really takes after his dad, Frankenstein, I'd be like, I see that.
There you go. There you go. He sees it. But yeah, so where are we at?
Then Darcy calls so we go to Connecticut actually.
Oh yeah, so then the day ends, whatever, and then Darcy goes to Connecticut. Oh, sorry, no. The cameras go to Connecticut, but Darcy just FaceTimes her daughters and discusses what's going on in her life. And they're just like...
They do this cute little scene where they're like, I think what's her name is packing for college, and the other one's like, I want to steal this shirt.
Yeah,
and then like, I saw you steal my shirt.
Yeah.
You know, they're doing that shit.
Yeah, it's basic.
And then they're like, oh, mom's calling. How weird. Good thing the cameras are on right now. so they could catch this. Perfect timing. Great job, cameraman.
Great job.
I can't believe they film us 24/7 just in case Darcy calls.
Yep,
Maybe that's
24/7. Yeah.
God, even while I'm sleeping, I think it's a little weird, but our moms already ruined us, so I guess it's fine. I said our moms.
Crazy
I count Stacey as a mom. Like Stacey and Darcy are both their moms.
I wonder how close they actually are with Stacey. I always kind of wondered that.
I honestly don't think they're that close with Darcy.
Yeah.
I think that like somebody else raises them. Darcy's like, I mean, I couldn't imagine being in high school and my parents are just somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like where are their dad? And Darcy is in Miami for I don't know how long.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never been, I don't know, maybe people have different lives, but I've never, like, when I was young, my mom and dad were around, like...
Yeah, I can't imagine like, not living in the same home as my parents.
Yeah.
I
mean, even if your parents were divorced, you'd still see them both regularly, probably, at least once a week. Each of them, Anyway. So what do they talk about? Darcy and the daughters?
Oh, there's hey girls, we're doing a song. Oh, hey girls, we're doing a song.
Oh yeah, that she tells about the song,
and it's gonna be great. And they're just like, we don't want to hear this shit.
They're like, Mom, I told you I'll rather blow up my brains than ever hear you sing again. They're like, no, do not play it.
Yeah, they are not doing it at all.
Use auto-tune.
Use auto-tune.
One of them says that. And then she talks about Georgie.
And
she's like, can you guess who's gonna be there?
Yeah.
They're like, Georgie? I mean, I didn't even know you were gonna call, and now I have to guess something? It's so stupid, dude. It's how fake this is.
It's a shitty scene, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm kind of stumbling through it because I don't care.
I guess this is something to pay attention to. How bad this is and how fake this is compared to the other stuff that we think is fake. Maybe it's like a way to know if something's fake or not.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, when Darcy's about ultimately crushed by Cicero, but I've been thinking Cicero as an actor, maybe she'll be legitimately crushed and I will be like, oh, maybe that was real.
We'll see.
I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of thing we could develop.
That's what I kind of do.
Yeah. Yeah. We were watching an old episode with Tom and I caught the camera did this thing where it was showing all four of them, but Tom was in the corner and you weren't paying attention. And then Darcy says something, and then they cut to Tom shaking his head no. But in the scene where you can see all four, if you watch Tom, he was shaking his head no about something else. And then it was the same head shake that they edited in. And I was like, gotcha. You think you could trick me? Not this time.
It's funny because when you see that, like, for you, like, you take, like, I notice it as well, but I don't see it as a gotcha. I just see it as like, yeah, this show's like badly done. So that's what they do.
Well, I know they're doing it all the time, but that was one time where I could be like, this clip is from here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so when they put it after this, like, I had actual evidence that they did something bad.
Right.
Most of the time, I'm just assuming they're finessing it, but this was like actual.
Right.
I had to, I had it all that
in the bag.
All that evidence. What? Anyway, Darcy meets the matchmaker next.
Oh yeah, Darcy links up with the matchmaker to just talk and go over how things are going. And the matchmaker says that, what's his name?
I think I skipped something. Before the matchmaker, at one point Darcy also meets with Florian and they do a bookshelf.
Oh yeah,
there's so much crap in this episode. So Darcy meets with Florian and it's a trick. She asks him to help put together some bookshelf. It seems like some Target furniture she got.
Yeah.
And Florian really says some funny stuff in the scene.
Yeah, he makes fun of her because he's like, I don't know where the...
What do you need a book for? I never see you with a book in my life.
Yeah, because she says, I can't find the instructional book. And he's like,
No, it's a bookshelf he's building.
Oh.
And he goes, why do you need a bookshelf? You don't have any books. He's like, I've never seen you with a book in my life. He says, have you ever read a book? And she makes this face like the face where she doesn't want to admit that she doesn't read. And she goes, well, it has been a while. She kind of like, a little self-effacing. But the real point of this scene was for Darcy to try and tell Florian he's being manipulated. This is when he says he has the frayed.
Yeah.
I think this is when he said he has the frayed. And anyway, he's like, I would know if I was being manipulated. I didn't know. Florian's like, I'm not dumb.
You speak English.
Yeah, he said that to... Does that happen in this episode?
I think
to Stacey?
so.
I think he argues with Stacey at the end, and he tells her to speak English.
Are you speak English?
Dude, insane. So anyway, that happens, and basically, I thought this was wild, though, that Darcy... I thought it was, like, the most adult I've ever seen her act. Because she's accusing somebody of being manipulated.
Right.
You could see her being real dramatic about that,
Right.
and messing the whole thing up. But she just says, I think he might be manipulating him. Florian goes, no. And she says, oh, okay.
Mm.
And it was like, I was like, wow, that was good. Like, she kind of put the idea out there, but didn't, like, push it too much.
Right. Yeah, Darcy seems to be growing up a little bit. Inkling.
Yeah.
Inkling. Like, for this age, it should not be this small out of the world.
I feel like she goes up and down. Watching the old episodes, the old seasons, sometimes I think she got less, like, adult.
Mm.
Like, I feel like now she's, like, more weird and childish
Than
in some of those, like, Jesse and Tom episodes.
Like Michael Jackson, she's reverting back to childhood.
Yeah, let's skip that. She does seem to be wanting to date younger and younger people.
Cicero, yeah. Cicero's getting older.
Cicero's an exception, remember?
Yeah.
She wants to date young people. Maybe
Tom wasn't that young.
I'm just saying.
Tom's only like 4 years younger than
I know, but he had the young pictures. He had the young pictures. He had pictures of himself from the 90s.
Tom was a catfish, but you knew how old he was.
Yeah.
So I'm not giving you Tom.
But do you see what I'm saying about her wanting to date younger and younger people? Like the person you compared her to. And then she meets the matchmaker. Oh, Cran. She's burrowing.
Yeah, she's like burrowed into like your hip. But yeah, the matchmaker's like, how'd it go?
The matchmaker must have happened first because the matchmaker plants the seed of Florian.
Yeah.
Sorry, I switched it. Yeah. That must have the bookshelf thing must have happened after because the matchmaker.
This is making some sense now. That was like just floating in the air.
Yeah, I'm
I didn't
sorry.
know what was going on. I was like, I'm just gonna go with it.
I forgot to write down when the Florian thing happened, so I got out of order. But at any rate, matchmaker. They're talking about how the date's been going with Cicero. What'd you think?
And she's saying that Cicero liked her.
Mm-hmm.
Something about like in Cantito or something, or in Cantiba.
Yeah, she thinks it's enchilada.
Enchilada, yeah.
But it means smitten.
Smitten. It's like
Spanish.
some version of encantar.
Yeah.
It's like some like derivative of that.
I know they have in Spanish enamorada, which is like enamored. Maybe it's like a version of enamored.
She didn't. Maybe that.
Like, I mean, it just kind of sounds, is in that E word range.
But I think I heard the Inca in there.
Yeah.
But
our Spanish failed us this time, unfortunately.
No, I think I got it mostly right.
So yeah, he likes her, she likes him. They want to keep dating. So matchmaker's happy, like she's doing her job is working out. She's found a match potentially. Mm-hmm. But then Darcy brings up my ex Georgie's in town. Mm-hmm. That troubles the matchmaker a lot.
Yeah, and she's saying that Florian might be getting manipulated.
Which was weird. I thought it was weird that she jumped immediately to manipulation. Yeah,
it's like who even do you even know Florian?
Yeah, weird. I mean, she's a matchmaker, so maybe she's seen this before or something. I don't know. Maybe she's a relationship expert or something.
No, I agree. It was weird.
But she basically tells like Darcy, like, don't let Florian manipulate you through Georgie.
Weird.
Whatever, I don't know.
Weird.
So then that plants a seed in her head. She goes to talk to Florian, blah, blah, blah. It all converges here at the restaurant. Right.
Darcy and Florian meet up with first, I think, Georgie. And then Darcy gets
Georgie
there.
shows up, yeah.
And then Darcy gets there after.
Dude, these guys, by the way, sit down next to each other. They're waiting for Darcy. They're showing full chest. They're wearing a shirt, but they might as well not be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? the camera has to like pan up on Florian, I noticed, because his buttons and chest are so out.
Yeah, they're just
he looks like a wreck.
Yeah.
He honestly looks like somebody threw him out of a bar and he just laid there. Like his shirt's all disheveled.
He didn't get to finish his lamb head.
No, yeah, his
goat head.
Goat head. His boiled goat brain.
That goat head was like...
Yeah.
It's literally a goat head.
This is an old Tom episode we're talking about. They go to Albania, and that's where you first meet Florian, right?
Yeah. Remember that, guys? Remember that?
That was the shit. And then
it's supposed to go to that nice island off of like Africa or some shit. Like it was like the Seychelles.
Yeah, I've heard of it. It was some island resort.
Or maybe like St. Canary. It was some nice little island.
But instead, Darcy convinces Tom to go to meet Florian and Stacey in Albania. Where like people were like going around with rickshaws and stuff, and Tom is all tired, and they show up like an hour late, and then they eat goat brain. It sounds like hell. Like it sounds like actual hell.
Like why would you want to do that? It just seems like you're just like
you're exhausted, you're worried for your safety, and you're eating goat brain. Like that's the situation.
Like who is turning up in Albania? Like who wants to visit Albania?
Florian types. Remember, Florian goes back there to cheat.
Oh, right.
Or is that that girl?
The weather's just never nice. Look, Chicago has some very bad weather, but we also have great weather sometimes. Mm-hmm. To where it's like it makes it enjoyable to be here.
You think Albania never has good weather? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, it just looks like everything is bad and sad there.
Yeah, it's some Eastern European stuff going on.
I don't think they ever have good weather. I don't think they do. It maybe like once a year.
I don't know about the weather in Albania. I trust you.
I'm going to look it up.
You're going to look it up? Okay. While you look it up, I'm going to say they're sitting at the restaurant, the three of them, all waiting for Darcy, having zero conversation, just in complete silence, but none of them hate each other. Mm-hmm. Then Darcy shows up. Mm-hmm. What do you think of Darcy's showing up?
Sorry, I was thinking Albanian weather. I'll give
I know what you're doing. I'm filling.
But Darcy shows up.
Dead air.
Darcy's outfit, you said?
What do you think of Darcy showing up? Like,
oh, well, I was ready to see what she had to say and everything. And of course, she had her guard up. You'd see. She was just.
Guard was up. I felt like she was dressed up extra.
A little
bit.
Like
her hair was done.
You should that like silver weird shit on. Yeah.
Yeah. Florian is kind of like just heckling them. She goes, "Hey, check it out. Georgie's got new hair. Check out his haircut now." At first, I thought he was trashing her haircut, but he's actually like, "Look at Georgie's hair."
Yeah, and then he was like, "See, I told you he matured. See."
Well, that was later after he says he's doing real estate.
Real estate.
He goes, "See, I told you he changed." He's just like the hype man for Georgie.
Yeah.
It was sort of like how Michael was the hype man for Darcy. Remember?
Yeah.
What do you say? Like preach or something?
Yeah. I was like preach.
Yeah. We got Georgie doing basically the Michael role, but reversed.
But no, Florian.
Sorry, Florian.
But Florian's way better.
Yeah, Florian rules. It was again. I'm laughing my ass off.
Michael does not roll.
I love the way Florian is acting. It's so funny.
Where has Michael been?
I don't know. Hopefully dead. He's probably getting his hair turned pink. It takes a while for him. That's how they make fun of him. Never listen to a guy with blue hair. That's Georgie. He got blue hair. Why? Listen to him.
What?
So, but yeah, they're like, "How you been? How you been?" Back and forth, and then I don't know. Do you want to talk more about it?
Yeah, they go back and forth with that. Like I said, Georgie mentions that he's like doing well with his clients and that he's starting to do real estate like he always said he would. So, he's making good money, he's happy, whatever.
I actually feel like the camera cut this short.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that in real life he went on about this for a while. Because I got a sense that there was like a cut and I was like, I wonder if he just rambled about his job for like a long time. Because he's just like really trying to put himself over.
Yeah,
like, look how good I'm doing. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. So I don't remember the exact order of this. Do you remember? So Georgie is then like
Darcy says to him like, "Oh, I wish she had like done that when we were together, but too late now."
Does she?
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, she kind of thinks that he's bringing this up to give her shit.
Yeah.
So she gets defensive and is like, yeah, well, you're a loser still.
Yeah.
Like, you were a loser when we were together.
Yeah.
And then Georgie, I can't remember if he first brings up Cicero or if he tries to give her the gift. Do you remember what happened first?
I think it's the gift first.
The gift first?
Yeah.
That would make sense. But
maybe it's Cicero, and then he's like, here, I don't know, one or the other.
Yeah, it was weird the way this went down, I remember.
Yeah, this whole, yeah.
He's like, because you like that. Oh, by the way, we skipped this. When Darcy shows up, Stacey goes, oh, you're shining. Shine bright like a diamond. And and Darcy's like, I always do. Which I didn't want to leave that out.
So good.
And then so later Georgie's gives her some diamonds. Mm-hmm. She says she closes the box, and no, too late.
I can't accept this.
It's too late.
It's too late to apologize. Mm-hmm. It's too late. Remember that part?
I had a different song.
Oh, you remember something?
Oh no, I'm confused now.
No.
I was doing. It's too late. I don't know.
If you know too late to apologize, it was like by One Republic and like Timberland, and all Timberland did was go like, buh.
I don't know.
Like it was like he did this fishy gulps of some like synth sound.
Are you talking about that song? Is like wow, wow, wow.
No.
Well, what is that one?
Not even close. If y'all know,
you know what I'm talking about?
This is like a 2000 song.
My Pony, yeah. I'm thinking of Pony.
This is a 2000 song.
I'm thinking of Genuine. Boom.
Boom. Boom. Boom.
Yeah. See, that's the sound you were making though.
No, it's bop bop bop. Bop bop bop.
I don't know the song. It's too late for Georgie to apologize. We don't want your stupid diamonds, Georgie. Get out.
Get out. And because he makes sure to let her know that they're diamonds.
I weirdly think he brought up the diamonds last. I think he actually first is like, so I hear you're dating now? Who are you dating? He's some rich guy, Cicero? I heard about him from Florian. I know everything. I don't know why I'm asking.
But yeah, Darcy don't accept them. At one point she leaves.
Yeah, I mean, Florian's like, dude, what the fuck? I told you not to say that. Stop it, Georgie.
Yeah.
And Darcy's like, you should know about this. Like, he's clearly crossed the line. So she gets up to leave. Like, I'm done with this. You could tell she's looking to take off her microphone and everything. Yeah. And she's trying to get out of the store. And Georgie stands up too. Mm-hmm. And he follows her.
He follows her out of the restaurant or whatever, the bar.
Follows her out into the street where she's waiting for a car to come pick her up, I assume.
It's sort of an Uber kind of thing.
Yeah. And Georgie's just like, no, I love you. I love you. I love you.
No, nobody understand you. Nobody understand you like I understand you, baby.
Yeah. And she's like, you don't know me at all. You don't know me.
And he's kind of getting a little bit way too pushy for me.
Yeah, this got really uncomfortable for me too.
He gets a little bit too close.
What really made me feel uncomfortable was how he was so close to her and how her head and neck were like leaning back like it's kind of like what you do if you don't want to get hit, you kind of put your head back and away.
Yeah.
So it was definitely like a fear stance. Yeah. Like don't hit me kind of stance. So that I did not like. It was super uncomfortable. And Georgie's kind of like, I don't know. He's not coming up with anything creative here. He's like, fall in love with me. I'm in love with you.
I still love you.
I know you. Love me. I love you.
Yeah, it's just like, Georgie, maybe you are an L. Darcy's an L too, but...
When Georgie showed up and they went out to pool, I thought he was going to be totally cool. He even goes like, oh, maybe I shouldn't come to the wedding if it's going to be a problem. Like, he was being cool. But, like, I honestly think it might be, like, just like, he's not over Darcy. Mm-hmm. And then I think seeing her just, like, made his head explode.
And then I think also it's like, what does he have going on?
Made him completely irrational.
I think he doesn't have much to do. Probably the show's probably fun for him.
Maybe, yeah. Does he like the show, you think?
I think maybe it gives
him fame.
I think maybe he thinks it's something for him to do. Yeah.
Why not just be a masseuse, and fall in love with another woman? I mean, he's not over her. Maybe that's why.
But I think he likes the show.
He just wants to be on the show? That didn't look like he just wanted to be on the show.
I think he likes the family atmosphere of it all. I think he likes the fake family. For some reason, I think he finds comfort in all of this whole setting.
I think that might be a bonus. I think he's just not over her.
Really?
I think that was real. I think that was real emotions. That might have been the first time
I think it's a mix of those.
Yeah, I do believe that what you're saying is true.
Yeah.
I just don't think that was his main drive.
I agree. I'm just saying also it's just there's he enjoys the life they had.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Probably. It's probably better than whatever he's got now.
Yeah.
He's probably living in an apartment, with doing masseuse work. They had a big old house in Connecticut or whatever. And
no, they didn't.
No?
Because remember they were in a studio apartment together during
I don't remember that. For some reason, I'm picturing them in that one house.
You didn't watch that episode, those seasons. I need to go back and show those seasons to you.
What I watched during of them during the pandemic is it's before Georgie comes, and Darcy's basically living with her parents and daughters.
Yeah, that was before Darcy came.
Once he comes, they move out. Okay, I haven't seen that before. Yeah, I assumed he just moved in there. Okay.
Because Darcy doesn't believe in having a man she's not married to live with her kids.
But she'll live with him in an apartment, just not with the kids. Okay. Whatever. I mean, she's about to introduce Cicero to her kids. She introduced Jesse to them immediately. Those poor kids. At least they're older now. I can't imagine what their lives were like.
Yeah.
When they were young.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No idea. I wonder what their relationship with their fathers.
I wonder that too. Is he the rapper guy from that one video we watched?
I think so.
She used to date a white rapper guy.
Yeah. Not date, married.
Married to, rather, yeah. When they tried to do their own reality show called House of 11, it's on YouTube. Check it out sometime. You showed it to me. I don't know.
Are you putting them on?
Hell yeah. House of 11's back on the racks, folks. Check it out at TikTokshoes.com.
Back on the rack. Back.
You hear me? TikTokshoes.com.
TikTokshoes.com, yeah.
TikTok shoes. What does that remind me of? It reminds me of Alligator Boots, which was just a failed Kanye West TV show.
Yeah.
Alligator Boots, TikTok shoes.
TikTok shoes, Alligator Boots.
Anyway, that's it. That's the episode.
Really, actually. That was a long episode, wasn't it, y'all?
It was super long. A ton of stuff happened, and the preview for the next episode, it looks like a bunch more crap is going to happen.
Yeah, because it looks like...
There's drama with Cicero coming up, and who knows,
In the Matchmaker, drama with the Matchmaker.
Yeah, drama with the Matchmaker.
We're going to see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know. It's getting good. I've been saying, I think this is a good season. I mean, I said that to you, right? There's a lot of drama. There's a lot of what ifs, I said.
Yeah, a lot of what ifs.
Because after we watched
a lot of open-ended situations that you kind of just are like, what's the cap?
After we watch an episode, we start imagining what could happen. We got Georgie, we got Cicero. You have the different players, and you're like, who's going to the wedding? It's like fantasy football or something.
Right.
You're like, who's she gonna pick? Cicero? Well, we don't know. Cicero's always canceling dates, and maybe she leaves Cicero, and then Georgie comes back in. That's our kind of guess. Is Cicero gets canned very soon, and then Georgie does some grandstand.
I want
love
Georgie
thing.
to get back with Darcy.
Really?
What the fuck else is they got going on?
I want Georgie to run for his life and find someone else. Georgie was a decent guy to her, and she totally was
on that front,
awful to him.
On that front, yeah, you're right.
I don't like what he just did to her this episode. That really bothered me because I've been rooting for Georgie this whole time.
Yeah. And
he got a little bit back off, dude. Yeah. She's saying no. She's trying to leave. She's literally trying to leave. I don't know. That was weird. But yeah, other than that, I don't know.
We're going to see y'all. But we'll be with it. We'll be with it. Sorry, we'll be with you through it all, you know?
Yeah.
Because we love y'all. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Yeah, you want to say bye, Cran?
Cran's loafed out.
She's curled up like a little hermit crab.
Yeah. Oh.
This cat is barely ever a cat. Sometimes it's a frog. Sometimes it's like a little dead cockroach with its feet up in the air. She did the metamorphosis. Remember Franz Kafka? We mentioned that last episode.
Goodbye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.